It's your turn. Who are we talking to?
Miss Journey effing Smollett. Come and accept your crown, queen.
Girl.
Fellow Lovecraft fans, viewers alike, it is I, the Caped Informer. I'm back again to break down another incredible episode of this new HBO series. If you are new here, we do this every week. Stop being a lame-o!
Lame-o. Lame-o.
And tap that subscribe button to stay up to date and informed. Anyways, guys, per usual, we have a lot to unpack here, so let's jump right into things. We start this episode with Letty surprising her sister Ruby with her brand new purchase of a property that she plans to turn into a boarding house for the less fortunate Black Chicago residents. Throughout the episode, a number of secrets are revealed about this mystery property, and aside from the fact that it's massively haunted by the spirits of Black residents that were brutally murdered in the house, the white racist residents of the neighborhood are less than thrilled about her moving in and aren't shy at all about letting Letty know this. Anyways, let's not get too far ahead of ourselves too quickly. In reference to last week's episode, a month or so has passed since Uncle George's death, and Atticus has moved back in with Hippolyta, who we can tell seems a bit resentful of him. This soon prompts him to seek his father Montrose for quick refuge. However, that doesn't quite work out either, since they both disagree on the pact they took to not tell Hippolyta the truth about what really happened to Uncle George. Cultist wizards, magic, and all. This drives a pretty significant rift between the two, leaving Letty not only his only other option for refuge, but for solace. His 1 or 2 night proposition quickly turns to a longer stay after he witnesses the harassment and intimidation she was to face by her less than friendly white neighbors and police officers. What started with stage 1 bullying, which was tying bricks to their car horns, turned into ish hitting the fan when they set a cross on fire on their front lawn, which brings forth one of the greatest scenes yet in the series so far, and somehow they keep outdoing themselves every episode. Letty, baseball bat in hand, headed outside with Atticus and a few men armed with shotguns, and busted the windows of each car that was left parked by the white antagonist. This scene, played in conjunction with gospel music, couldn't have been more fitting, and while Journey annihilated this performance right here, it paled in comparison to how she ended the episode. Let me tell you. Anyways, after being arrested and taken away in a squad van, another racist cop, go figure, extorts her for information on how she paid for the house and informs her about the Black residents that were killed there before she arrived. So up at this point, we pay witness to a number of spooky happenings in the house, which boasted the show's ability to create convincing horror elements, but things finally come full circle for Letty upon her investigation through newspaper clippings and photographs in the house. It's revealed the name Winthrop refers to Horatio Winthrop, whose name we saw back in episode 2 on the painting of Adam in Paradise in Samuel Braithwaite's laboratory. Winthrop's role in all of this becomes evident in the final scenes of this episode. It gets deeper, y'all. The house's previous resident, Dr. Hiram Epstein, an astrophysicist, experimented on human subjects, i.e. the 8 Black South Side Chicago residents that have been marked as disappearances. In an effort to exorcise the lost souls in the house, Letty and Atticus enlist the help of a priestess. In this exorcism scene, which isn't only one of the most powerful exorcism scenes I've ever seen in any film or television show personally, we bear witness to the performance of the century from Miss Journey Smollett. Hiram's victims take a break from terrorizing their racist neighbors upstairs that broke into the house to help Letty exorcise the demon that possessed Atticus. The tormented spirits appear and lock hands with Letty, release Hiram's spirit from Atticus, and with that could finally find peace and be laid to rest. Upon even further investigation, Atticus finds out that Letty's buying of the property was a whole elaborate scheme concocted by Christina Braithwaite. The goal was to gain access to the home because it was initially owned by a man named Horatio Winthrop, who was a founding member of the Sons of Adam. Horatio stole a bunch of pages from the Book of Names, which prevents them from full access to their magic. Christina, with her father gone, wants in on that. Atticus's foolhardy plan to end Christina's plan with a gun is foiled after she freezes him in place with her magic. She leaves him and ends the episode telling him he can't just go around killing white women. She is a trip, but I don't know why her character is still growing on me. Anyway, as I mentioned before, this episode was incredible and has only raised the bar higher for the next couple episodes. Some other points that I didn't hit on that were some really strong parts in the episode that I'm sure will arise later in the season. Atticus and Letty finally got it on at their housewarming party, and while she blamed her bleeding on her cycle, I think it's apparent that she might have actually been a virgin this entire time. Letty and her sister's relationship has also been severed after she revealed that their mother left her an inheritance, or so she thought, which is how she afforded the property. Ruby was hurt by this on multiple levels, but mostly because of the fact that Letty lied and refused to help her family with the newfound money. Seems like things were already previously dicey with their relationship, so it's apparent that things won't end there. Anyways guys, that is my breakdown overall. This episode may be the strongest so far for me, and the previous two were already outstanding for me, so that says something. I truly can't wait to see what they'll bring us next, but of course leave me your thoughts on this episode below in the comments. Like the video, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you all in my next breakdown for episode 4. Peace!